Hi, I'm Crystal.
Hi, I'm Leah.
And we're
One plant short of
crazy. Today, I am so excited that you guys have joined us. My little accomplice here, Leah and I, are going to be chopping, propping, and playing with plants. So just to let you know what we have here today, we have a lipstick plant that is looking extremely sad. I just picked this up yesterday. I've been eyeballing it for weeks. I honestly wish I would have grabbed it about 3 weeks ago because it probably wouldn't have looked like this. But I really love lipstick plants. They're super easy to propagate, and I want to bring this one back from the brink and share around my local community and my group. The second plant that we're going to do, and this one's going to be fun because I want everybody that is on this video to not be scared of PPPs. So we have a Pink Philodendron Princess, and as you can see here, this PPP has some serious issues. It originally was really unhealthy when I got it. It was a rescue. It's put in several since then. My co-host here is a little freaked out because she doesn't like bugs and we have ladybugs everywhere, so please excuse her if she runs away. It's probably because the ladybugs landed on her. But anyways, this PPP here has started giving me really straggly looking funkiness up here, and I don't like the pot it's in. No drainage holes. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be pulling this out. We're going to be repotting it. I'm going to hand this wild little half here to Leah after I get done clipping it, and she is going to help me clip these, and we're going to put them into some different dishes for propagation. And then this final sad looking one here, this is currently in sphagnum moss. It's a very large amount of sphagnum moss. It has a root system. It was a recovery one as well, a rescue PPP. So we're going to make that one a little bit happier as well. And then I also want to show a couple different types of techniques for propagating. So the first technique that we're going to do is we're going to use some sphagnum moss. So before the video, Leah went to the side of our house with a hose for about 20 minutes. No, not that much, but pretty close.
Like 10 or 15.
Yeah, 10 or 15. And sat there with the hose. And as you can see, this is extremely wet. So we have a mixture of sphagnum moss and perlite here. Back behind that, and this is going to be for a lot of the clippings for the lipstick plant, we have some cocoa coir. And what is cocoa coir made from?
Coconut.
Yes. It is the inside of the coconut, the fibrous part of it, and they use it, and it's great because it holds a ton of moisture, but not too much. It's got really good aeration in it. I know, it feels so funny.
You can tell that it's made of coconut because it has the little hairs in it from coconut. So
It does. I love it. It's so much fun. All right, so we're going to be playing with that, and then lastly, because everybody likes the water prop too, we're also going to do a little bit of a water propagation.
we have water back here.
Yep.
So
We got water in a little cup back here that we're going to be using. And then we're going to be using this guy, our neighbor, who is absolutely fantastic. His name's Butch. He made this for me, so I designed it, put it together, and said, hey, can you make this? This is kind of what I'm looking for. And then I just painted it and decorated it. And then it has this little, the ropes here, so that if we want biting ones, which we're going to do a couple and leave them longer, they're going to go in here with some water, and then the rope will help hold it on. So, plus it's a really pretty way to propagate some stuff and put it on your tables, right? Yeah, I like it. All right. So, without further delay, we are going to attack the PPP first. The PPP is the one that everybody loves. What's your favorite plant?
a Monstera albo.
Monstera albo.
That's my second favorite.
The second favorite. Okay, she's got expensive taste and she's only 9 years old. We have some issues here. I think I've rubbed off. All right. So I'm going to bring this up for a close-up. I'm not quite sure how to look because we have the camera here. But there are a ton of node points on here. And the node points, for those of you that really don't know on nodes, it's going to be the points that have these little, like, bubble bumps kind of coming out of them. And this one is really, really laggy. I'm not laggy. I mean, it has leaves on it, but it's really hanging, and I don't want that like that. So I'm actually going to cut all the way right back here, and then on this one's really healthy, but I am going to give it a trimming just to right here, because I really didn't do a good job the first time, and when I trimmed it, I kind of left a funky spot there for the activation point, which gave these little funky ones. So hopefully afterwards we'll have a much happier one. All right, and I'm going to give Leah the biggest portion of this to work with so that she can work on it. Now here's a really cool thing. When you guys are clipping and you're propagating your plants, if you mess up and you hit a leaf, as long as you have a node, you don't need a leaf. We just call those naked nodes.
Yeah, just don't really worry about it too much.
Yeah, it's easy. Don't stress yourself out. Plants should be fun. All right, so let's get down here. I'm going to leave that guy as is, and we're just going to give one snip. So when I snip, I only like to snip the plant one time from the mother plant. I've read some places where they start from the top and they work their way down, and I'm sorry, but if I have somebody starting from my fingertip and clipping little pieces down, that's going to hurt the entire way. I'd rather just clip it once and then go from there.
Imagine losing some part of your finger.
Yeah, right? I know. And then you just keep going until it's gone. Okay, so this one's going to be Leah's. There you go, my dear. And then I have another little funky one down here that's kind of a baby. I kind of want to do this one just because it'll be fun for my prop video, or not video, but my prop sale that I'm doing. I'm going to get rid of one of these bottom leaves here.
And there's a little, like, baby leaf right here that's dying on my...
Which one?
Kind of like that.
Actually, so why don't you take that up to the camera? Go show them the point that you were looking at. Oh, not that close. Come back a little. There we go.
Right.
So that's actually a brand new baby leaf. Be gentle. Don't pull on it. That is what they look like when the leaves come out. I like to call them the Cinderella foot.
Oh, yeah. And when you also cut them, they have this, like, little, like, it's pink inside, and it's, like, kind of watery. I got it on my wrist here, so...
I am going to cut this because this will just be too good of a one to go into my little sale batch that I'm doing. We're going to be doing some mystery nodes, and the mystery nodes are going to be any one of these nodes where the leaves fall off, and we're going to do little mystery boxes so you can get little PPPs. Okay, we have our clippings. We're going to put this aside. So all we're going to do with the clippings is we are going to identify where all of our little node points are. So you can see that on Leah's. She's got a lot of different nodes, each one where the leaf goes.
I have, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe about 10.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So what I'm going to ask Leah to do is the very bottom leaf that we have on here, we're going to pop it off. Just gently pop it off. You can snip it too if you want. There we go. Okay. So now Leah has a really good node point right here. And the next spot I'm going to have her clip is going to be just right in between the next ones without hitting the leaf. So can we do it? I think she can do it. I'm going to do the same over here.
What?
I know, it's okay.
Where?
So,
Where again?
When we're looking at this, we have a node here, a node here. We're going to put this in the bottom. So we want to cut right here. Right beneath this one without getting that leaf. So if you go at an angle, you won't get the leaf. Give it a try. Oh my goodness, here we go. 9-year-old cutting a PPP. Not the fingers. Yay! And drop it. Put your clipping down. And go for the next. Alright, so you know how to do it now. I want you to decide where you want to clip them. Just make sure you leave some room. And then I'm going to do the same. Alright, so let's get these all clipped up. You're okay, sweetie. You can go wherever you want. Yes, you can take that leaf off gently. Good job. That's another good node point. I'm going to do the same thing on this one here. So how about on this one?
That was a little.
We're going to do a naked node here. So I'm going to have Miss Leah cut right here, and then I'm going to have you cut right here underneath it. So first cut that one, right in between. Yep. Snip. And then down below, we're going to do one naked node. So I'm going to have you cut right in between the two. There you go. Nice. We're getting lots of piles of different plants and nodes. I'm going to pull this one off too. Yes.
And then we have the sad branch.
And the sad branch. That's actually a great branch. So this one here I'm going to leave as my top cutting. So everybody always talks about top cutting. This one already has all new growth on the top. It's kind of a cute little guy. We'll make this one a single. Awesome. So now that we have some nodes, and I'm just going to pull this guy out. This guy already has some roots that was in soil. I was waiting to make sure that we didn't have any root rot on it. Now I'm going to put it in a smaller one. So now that we have all of our clippings that we're going to use from the PPP, we're going to put them into some containers. I'm going to do a couple on here too. So Leah has a couple containers here. And all we need to do is first, I get these online. I have a little mini like $20 soldering iron that puts holes in the bottom and get it really hot. And then I just burn the holes. Oh my goodness, we got somebody doing yard work. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, we're back. We had to pause for a minute, had some side noise. Totally fine, we're just continuing. So let's keep stuffing.
You get a lot of branches and that's okay.
Yeah, you
exactly
can.
branches.
This is part of the moss. You can pull those out. So normally I use the orchid bark. Well, not orchid bark. Sorry, the orchid moss that is at Lowe's. They label it as orchid moss. It's sphagnum moss. Normally I use that one. However, it seems that I am not the only person out of our area that decided now is a great time to stock up on moss, because I can't find any of my stuff for my brand anywhere right now, so we're using this stuff. It is mixed in with some of my others, but
It still works great though.
it does. I just don't like all these. These things are kind of annoying.
I know. They are.
There's no point in that. All right.
I know. There's no point in putting those off.
Well, we have some moss that is growing in our house right now.
And they say that you cannot grow moss.
Well, from the brand that I have, that is so true. So I have a very specific brand of moss, the one I just told you about, and I've watched several videos where people have said that you cannot bring it back to life.
Finish my second.
There you go. However, I have managed to bring it back to life almost every single time I've had it.
Yes, she has. And she told me like not too long ago that people say you cannot bring moss back to life.
Not that brand. All right. Here we go. We're going to put this in where there's a couple activation points. Unfortunately, there's a brand new leaf that's curling in the middle of the top cutting, so it's not even at the top. Hopefully I don't root that or rot that out, but we're just going to keep it in like that. Get some good roots going.
You see, in this house, we have a lot of plants, maybe over 200, maybe over 150 or 250, I don't know.
A couple. But we love plants here.
Everybody does in this house.
Do you squeeze out?
Yes.
Okay. So the reason why we squeeze out is you do not want a whole bunch of extra soggy moss. Moss as it is already holds a lot of moisture. You can give yourself root rot give your plants root rot while you're propagating as well, which can happen in water, it can happen in moss, it can happen in almost anything. But I find that as long as you bring the moss out beforehand and you add perlite to it, so I love adding perlite to my moss, you should have pretty success rates in all of your rooting if you do it that way. So
It's okay if your leaves hang out like this.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay if they're a little sad like this, kind of. They look sad, but it's actually not sad.
It's not sad.
It's not sad.
What happens, do you remember what happens to the propagation leaf usually after everything grows in? The first leaf. you remember?
No.
It's okay. So one of the things that'll probably happen is your propagation leaf, so I'm going to pull this one off so it doesn't actually do it, but one sec. You think?
I think it will, like, die.
Yes! She got it. So a lot of times people freak out because they buy plants from other people that have been propagated, and the first freak out is, oh my gosh, the bottom leaf looks gross.
She did exactly it. She bought off from Etsy.
Yeah, that first time.
Yeah.
So
she was a little worried about some things.
Yep, that was a while ago. So propagation leaves usually fall off eventually. Not all the time, and it could be a couple years down the road, but don't worry if your main propagation leaf turns yellow and eventually dies off. Don't pull it off right away. My theory with leaves that start to turn and are nasty, as long as they're not infected and it's just because they're old, let them do their job. As long as they have a portion of green in them, they're going to help the plant. So there's no reason to kill it. And there you go. You got another one too.
What do I do?
The node one. So this is our naked node. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is we're doing some mystery node boxes. And here are 2 nodes. So we're actually going to cut this in half. And we're going to, boop, now we have 2 nodes. So all I want you to do, sweetie, is fill up a cup, and I'm going to have you take the node and put the part that has the little nodes, the pointy things, right into the moss, but leave this on top. It'll root right into it.
And as I said, it bleeds.
Yes, it does. We forgot the cinnamon. Guys. So
I can go in and get that.
It's okay. We'll put some on if we need to, but I'm not as worried. We're fine. I'm not as worried just because I know that they're not going to have over moisture. But 99% of the time I always put cinnamon on the end of the cuts, or you let them callus over. But in this case, because these are naked nodes, the ends are not going to go in the moss. The only thing that's going to go in the moss is going to be the node, and it's going to sit directly on top.
So we don't really think you need cinnamon for this, really? Not really.
You do, but we just didn't get it. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope it's okay, which it will be. All right, she's finishing the last one. I'm going to put the last one in here, and then we're going to move to the lipstick plant. But first, I'm going to tell you a couple things about caring for your PPP. So for this PPP, for all of these clippings, they need to stay in these cups until we start seeing roots completely circulating everywhere around the cup. And I use plastic cups for that reason. I really like to keep an eye on my roots. I want to know what everything's looking like inside of there. So I would say realistically, and I'm one of those ones that I leave my plants in longer than they should be. Nope, it's okay. So we're going to lay it exactly flat like this with the nodes in. That's it. Very easy. Take your other one and put it right on top too. It's right there. So anyways, for changing these out, once your whole entire container has been wrapped around, I'm putting this diagonally because it has a couple activation points for nodes. But once you can see your roots all the way in the bottom of the container, then is a good time to mix up a good little batch of soil and put it up into a new pot. Now, when you do your soil, go ahead and wipe your hands in the grass, remember? We can clean them off that way. When you put your PPP into soil, you want to use a good mix that's airy. I would recommend doing 1/3 perlite, 1/3 orchid bark, and I use 1/3 cactus soil just because it dries out a little bit quicker in between, and PPPs will die very quickly from being overwatered and having root rot. So I just kind of try to tackle it a little bit quicker with my mix. These will be ready to repot up probably in about 2 months. That's about how long. I like to keep them even longer. I like really, really, really good root systems. For watering these, with sphagnum moss, it's really easy to tell when you need to water them, especially with the plastic, because the sphagnum moss will start to change more of kind of a tan, lighter color instead of being darker. You can also feel it. It'll feel dry and brittle. When it gets that way, just completely soak it, let the water run completely out, set it aside, forget about it, and wait to do it again. So with very little care, these guys will thrive. The other thing is yes, the PPPs are great, and I know the sellers out there that are small-time sellers are going to hate me for saying this, but if you really, really, truly love plants and you're in the business for loving plants and you want to share it with others, I don't try to break the bank on my PPPs. I'm putting little bare nodes into $10 node boxes where they're going to have 10 nodes for $10 and one mystery node will be a PPP. So, or one of the other ones. So, yes, that is perfect. That is how it is. Nodes are covered. So, anyways, I really hope that you guys that are watching this are a lot more like me and would love to share your love of plants with others. Now, I understand we want to make money. So for something like this, this is a prop.
And also,
go ahead.
And also, you guys, don't forget to ask questions.
Okay, thank you.
Because this can get a little confusing, because I'm already somewhat confused.
Okay, you want me to simplify it?
Yes.
Okay, simplify it. Leave it in here. Watch for roots. Water when it feels dry.
Yep.
Set aside and forget.
See.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, much easier.
Yes.
Got it. All right, guys. Well, the next part's going to be fun because it'll go much quicker. I'm not going to give a whole bunch of stuff, and these ones are a lot easier to clip. So this is a lipstick plant. Lipstick plants are crazy because they've got these really cool green colors on the outside, and then when you flip them underneath,
they also have a little
purple.
Yes, they do. But also on the green, they have this like really, like when it's dark green, you can see this really pretty like I don't know, like
variegation design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really pretty, and it's like when it's like the dark green leaves, the variegation design is light green.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
It is pretty. And then the underneath of them, as you can see here, are purple. So they really bring a very nice color addition. This plant is not happy. So what we're going to do is we are just going to pull the whole darn thing out, and we are going to clip it up. What's that?
And sorry if you guys hear our dogs because they're really noisy.
We have a Chowini
and a pug.
And a pug.
You call him a potato.
A potato, a pugopotamus. There's tons of names.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't want this soil going in here, so I'm going to show you guys what I like to do with extra soil. You might not be able to see me on camera here, but I'm just going to unload this over in my area that has some strawberries and give some new soil over here.
Yeah, we have a strawberry plant.
All right, there we go. Nice, lot less. I'm going to repot this one too, but I'll do that one after the video. I just want to show you guys the clipping. So clipping time. Leah can help me out with all of this too. I'm going to have her work on this side over here.
Yep.
And all we're going to do is you're on it. All we're going to do is go down to the base here, and we are just going to start clipping. And I am going to leave all bare. Not all bare, but I'm going to take one there. Why don't you start here and just clip right down there for me? And then you can clip right down there. Grab it. Use two hands, girl. You got scissors. Be safe. All right. Let's just clip our way. I'm going to leave that one there. Looks good. I like it.
And then
this one is kind of cool. I think we're just going to do it right down there.
Right there.
Use both hands. Yep. Use your hands.
Right
Get in. Yep. All right. We got another one.
They're really long.
They are, and we're going to do a couple of them. They will be done for length and a couple individual.
Even though this looks like the lipstick plant looks like it's kind of like sad like this, like it's down. It's not sad.
It's not sad? What is it?
It's not sad. It's happy. It's really happy.
Okay. I like it. Keep clipping.
It's actually supposed to be like that.
It is. They hang out. But the leaves aren't very happy because it was a little dry when I bought it.
Like right here? Can I do this right here?
Yeah, you can do it. Totally. I'm letting you have it. You're learning. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to clip in a spot it's not going to like, and eventually it'll poke something out. It's all right.
It's supposed to do that, kind of.
Kind of?
Kind of.
How about plants are forgiving?
Yes.
There we go.
Plants are very.
All right. Now, I did look up, and I was curious because sometimes you'll get leaves that'll break off, or I'm going to break off a leaf and leave a node point on there. as to whether or not you can root individual leaves. Looks great. So you can. However, when you root individual leaves, you need to have a small part of the stem on it in order for it to work as an activation point. Also, it takes so much longer than leaving a node point and actually rooting from a node. So yeah, go ahead and trim. Like this one here is a good one. Let's get this back. Keep that part there, so go right beneath it. There we go. So the leaf, you can get a tiny bit of the stem in there if you use like a straight edge razor. And as long as you have a tiny piece in there, you put it in soil and then you put some sort of top over it to keep in the humidity. Set aside in a really warm place, and eventually it will give new growth. It takes forever. So this way is much better. So what we are doing here is we are not going to be propagating the individual leaves. We are going to be propagating the node point. That looks good too. Let's just do a couple more here. We want to leave some good points so the plant has good growth. You want that one? Okay, go ahead and grab that one. See guys, even a 9-year-old can go through and do this, and you don't have to freak out about things.
Oh
That
my
one's really
gosh! Guys! Oh gosh. I need
Okay,
to go
she's
close to the
excited.
camera.
Not sure why. We got it.
We have a baby right here.
Oh,
We
we
have
got
a little baby right
leaf.
there. Can you see it?
Well, let's leave that one all stem intact then and put that one in water. I'll help you out with that one. Okay, I think I have all the clippings that I want.
We're just going to set this one aside like this.
Oh, let's do this one. That's a big one.
I think I'm all good.
You think you're good?
Yeah.
All right.
Look at all this.
This one looks kind of scraggly.
So, guys, you'll have a lot of clippings. Like, look at this. And she has more than me, but still.
That's all right. Okay, so what are we going to do with all of these? Well, now we're going to make some babies.
We're going to make some babies, yes.
We like making babies with plants.
Yeah, because then you have more plants.
Yeah, and we're one plant short of crazy. A little bit. Okay.
Well, you're mostly the one plant short of crazy.
You're just one plant short of crazy in training.
Kind of.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, so here's what we're going to do, and we're going to do this quick. Not as much, well, yeah, they'll still be talking. But we are going to take each one of these, and in between each one of the leaf sections, I'm going to have Leah go ahead and clip. But the one that you wanted to save the baby on. Okay, put that one aside, and I want you to pick 2 really good vines in there that you want to grow as a vine. You want that one as a vine? Okay, put that with your pile. With the pretty one there. Yep.
This one?
Yep. Okay. And then do you want any other ones to be vines?
I'm gonna say this one looks really like.
Cut it off.
This one looks like.
Split it. Yeah, make it into 2.
Yeah. This one looks very like kind of viney kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put this here.
Sweet. So what we're gonna do is the ones that we're gonna keep vining are going to go into our water prop container.
And we did clean out the cups here.
Yes. Why do we clean out the cups?
We need to clean out the cups because you didn't tell me.
Because I didn't tell you?
You didn't tell me, no.
I didn't? Okay. It's because we want to make sure that there's no bacteria left over there from the last time that it was used.
Uh-oh, I think there's a little baby something.
A ladybug?
Yeah, I saw one.
All right. So
Yeah,
the
there's
rest...
a ladybug in there. I think it got squished.
It's okay. I'll take care of it. It's fine. So the rest of the clippings, what we're going to do, Leah, is I am going to have you cut just slightly before and slightly after each node.
Oh, we have another baby one.
We
right
do.
here.
We have a baby there too. So I'm going to have Leah cut all of hers to look just like this. That is your model.
I'm going to cut right here.
Okay, let's make a pile. So we're just going to cut.
So
all
just like this. They're short, like this.
Perfect. Keep cutting. I'm going to explain.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is on
Okay.
these ones here, we do have some node spots. So I'm going to leave this area and I'm going to cut above it. And I'm going to put this bottom one directly into soil to root.
Oh, can I cut here?
Yeah. This one also has another activation point and it's got a little curly top. I'm going to remove this leaf and we're going to put that
guys, it still counts if you cut it like this, kind of. Even if the leaf is like this, it still counts.
in. It all counts.
Yeah.
All right. What's the worst that can happen? You have one that doesn't root. Maybe two, maybe three.
That's the worst that can happen, but that's okay.
Yeah, because we have plenty other ones.
Plenty.
All right.
I'm cutting this. Oh, this is my last. This is not my last one, but what's this?
Yeah.
One full one.
All right, let's keep going here. Keep going. I'm gonna pull this one off. This one's gonna be a bottom.
See, you guys, this is gonna take a little while.
It does. It's fun.
But that's okay.
Well, we got some nodeless ones we're gonna add in. So we're gonna do some lipstick plants.
Hey,
Naked node.
I have a question.
Yes.
What do we do with this?
That's a naked node. There we go. So let's make a naked node pile right in there.
I got a long naked node. I don't know if you can see it. But like,
We'll chop it down a little. Naked nodes are fun for
Oh.
surprise boxes.
whoa! Oh my gosh! Cut this down.
Alright, let's keep clipping. Clipping, 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 clipping. We'll speed this one
Oh
up a
my
little bit.
gosh! This leaf got ripped,
That's okay. Still do its job.
and it looks a little sad, but that's okay. Honestly.
We're gonna pull. Let's do this one.
I'm learning.
You're learning well.
Is this a naked node?
That is a naked node.
Okay.
You can either use it to root or you can use it for the naked node box. You
Naked
choose.
node box.
Naked node box? Alright.
You guys, this is fun.
Do you
Well-
think other people should do this with their kiddos and little ones like you?
Yes, because if they grow to like plants and they don't know how to like grow and propagate them, then well,
It's kind of sad. Bummer.
yeah. And so yes, I think they should I think they should bring their little ones out and say, hey, come with me, and we're gonna do some propagating and stuff like that, and growing plants and stuff like that. You know, you want your kids to be adventurous.
I like that. And who helps me out in the outside garden in this house?
It's me.
Yeah.
I sometimes water the plants.
And Dad. Dad helps too.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
Yeah.
does. Oh, what's that? Is this a naked node?
This is a dead
Useless.
piece.
Useless. Now this,
Oh, that looks great. Throw it in the pile.
it's very long.
So this one is a really cool one. I love these leaves here, and I really, really want this to root.
See, guys,
Oh,
guys, when you have a leaf that has a brown part, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't think it matters.
a brown part? Nope. You can just let it go and then eventually clip it off. As long as your plant is healthy, it is not something to worry about. If your plant is not healthy, then you need to start taking a look. One of the best ways to find out if you have a problem is to honestly uproot your plant.
I'm
Pull
only
it
gonna
out.
do two.
Okay.
I'm only gonna do two that bind. And then look at all these clippings.
I know. You can throw them up here if you want. Show all of the clippings that we have. These are all going to be new babies, guys.
Yeah, they really are.
I'm going to take one leaf off of the two so that I've got a good spot here. Here.
See, this is a kind
There you
of
go. You got more work.
See, you guys, this is kind of like something that you can do as a job.
As a job?
Yes.
I wish. It doesn't pay that much. I still have a day job.
I know. We got two babies.
We do.
Can I still cut it?
You can do whatever you want. Those
Yeah,
are your
that's still a
clippings.
baby.
Those are your clippings. It's totally up to you. I do recommend, guys, if you have kiddos or any friends in your life that maybe are having a hard day, invite them to come over. Teach them about plants. It helps mental health like no other.
Oh my
It's already got a growth on it.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
does. Look at this.
Little tiny baby. Don't poke it with the This girl.
Is this a naked node though?
We'll use it as a naked node. Go ahead and throw it in. I'm actually going to use a couple for naked nodes because I want people to get these as surprises in their boxes.
Yes, we are going to do that. Well, I don't know if I'm going to help, but...
With the boxes? Heck yeah. You can help with anything. Alright. We're almost done here. Whew, this one's pretty bare.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, I gotta cut that.
We're just going to put that in. I'm going to cut that. Watch, we end up getting some listic plants growing out of the grass, and your dad goes to mow, and he's like, what is this?
I'm going to have to cut this little piece off.
Yeah, no, you can cut the dead piece. We're almost done here. We want to get these in. It's starting to get warm out here, so we definitely don't want to be out here too long.
Naked node.
Naked node with all the plants. Alright, so for this one, I want this whole thing to grow, so I'm going to clip here. I'm going to clip here, and we're going to keep the bottoms, just like that.
Guys, look what I found.
Oh, I don't know if that one will grow, though. Let's do a long one here.
Where do I put it?
Where do you put it? Yeah, that one won't grow. Over there in my little pile. Okay, guys, so I think we have all of the vines that I want to do. So here's the fun one. Leah, you want to fill up the containers with water? Where's the ladybug you think got squished? Oh, no, it's not squished. It's running around.
Wait, there's like a lot on the bottom. Oh, no, that's not.
No.
That's not ladybug.
Oh, ladybug just went in the moss. There you go. Be free.
Be free!
All right.
Okay, where's that? Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Get our water over here. I filled this up. Mighty. It's mighty.
Yep, go ahead and put it in. So she's going to fill that up with water.
About there? About there.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go all the way to the top. It's fine. Not top, at the top of the wood. There you go. So I'm going to fill these up with some cocoa coir and get these ready. She's going to take care of the water there. And then we should be done here in about 5 minutes or less with all of these put in. We'll see. Could be wrong.
This could really help you if you're like a plant person like she is. So
help with what? Just figuring out how to do things?
Yes.
All right. I don't know it all though. I like to learn things. If anybody has any tips,
you're basically
tricks.
a real plant person.
I am a real plant person.
That's fine. Okay.
All right. So, Leah, if you can go through and grab anything that has a long enough area to put in the water jar without leaves touching it, go ahead from all of these here.
Okay.
So, like, what I mean is this one here, that's a great one to go in.
Out of my clippings.
Out of all of them.
Oh,
and we'll turn it sideways so everybody can see. You just go in. Oh, let's get longer. That node is missing. We'll do that one differently.
Whoa.
So those ones won't work either. What we're looking for is like this, where it has at least one in the middle that's there.
Yeah, I know.
And we're just going to pop that in. Containers here, let's get these filled. Got a bunch over here too.
I'm just looking through to see if I have any that are long enough. I don't know.
Well, look through all, because you can look through mine.
Whoa.
They're all ours.
Look at this.
I know, that'll be a good one for a container.
I think all of them are good for a container. Look at all of mine.
Those are good container cuttings.
Oh.
Yep, that one's good.
Put this one in.
And we're going to do this. So, I got these at Winco yesterday. These are actually for
Mine has the nodes.
The naked nodes.
The naked nodes.
But these are kind of awesome because you can see through them completely. They were only $2. I love that. And I'm going to use these for all of the shorty leaves here. And then hers too.
There's an ant there.
Where?
I don't know what we're going to use that for.
We're going to use it for this too. So I'm going to take all the naked nodes. I'm going to throw them over here in this little moss container. And then you are going to fill this up with cocoa coir. There you go.
Okay. I'll fill it up with cocoa coir.
All right.
All of it.
So as we're going, we've got a couple different options. I'm going to give Leah a couple of these too after she's done filling up her cocoa coir.
My cocoa coir container.
Here's my cocoa coir container, and all I'm going to do is the ones that are single nodes or need to root close to the leaves, I'm just going to stick all the way in. Go in at a diagonal. That's usually the best way with them to make sure that you hit an activation point. If I have leaves that dangle down, I'll use the side of my container. And all I'm going to do is just fill this up. So this one, I'm going to go diagonal and have a little bit of both activation points hitting. So I want the node that's on empty, and I want the node that's up at top.
Hey, Crystal.
What's up, baby?
What's your favorite plant?
Oh my gosh, you had to ask me.
Yes.
So my favorite plant that I own is actually my vanilla orchid that your dad got me.
What's your favorite plant? Comment.
Tell us in the section. My favorite dream plant, Monstera Burl Marks Flame. Yeah, go look it up, guys. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous plant. It looks like a cross between a Monstera deliciosa, Monstera andesani, a burl mark, and I'm not sure where the flame comes in, but it is a phenomenally gorgeous plant.
Hey guys, let me tell you something. She has a lot of monsteras.
Of Monsteras? I do. We grow them from seeds, so we've got a bunch of them.
She has maybe most of the plants in our house are maybe monsteras.
You think most of them are Monsteras?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a lot of pothos and viney plants. Well, Monsteras are viney too.
We have a wall in our house that has like a vining station. It's like not a station, but like a vining.
Are you talking about our vine wall?
Yeah.
Our vine wall.
Our vine wall.
We do have a vine wall.
Is this good?
That looks great.
Whoa.
Actually, here, hand it over. We don't even need it packed down because you're going to be stuffing things in it. There you go. Perfect. Now, all you're going to start doing is like I'm doing here, taking your pieces and stuffing them in.
Don't worry if you get a lot of dirt in your nails. Need to put all the
So see how we're doing it in this container here? Let me show you. So this one here I've got, and if you take them and you put them in sideways like this, to where you get it right to the leaf, where the leaf is slightly in it. You got to push it down.
Is it okay if the leaf is touching the dirt?
Yep. These ones don't root as easily, or rot as easily as others when the leaves touch. But I still try to keep the leaves from touching as much as possible. It's not always possible. But we're just going to keep putting these in. Now for propagating these guys, to have the most success, you want to make sure that your container never completely dries out, so don't let it dry totally. The leaves will start to sag, they'll start to droop, you'll be able to see it pretty well and notice that it doesn't have enough moisture.
I think I ran out of space.
Oh, no, you didn't. That whole thing can fit. Keep pushing, girl. The other thing for them for rooting is you want to make sure that you have them in a really nice warm area. Try to find the hottest area in your house. That's
Ours
usually
is
nice.
upstairs.
Ours is upstairs. So more than likely these will wind up being up in an area where
we do have a greenhouse
my upstairs is.
We have a greenhouse upstairs.
We do have a greenhouse upstairs, but I don't have any grow lights on it right now. I'm not using it because it's summertime. We'll put these ones in the water. So we're going to do a mix, and we're going to see which roots faster. We're going to see if water or cocoa coir. What do you think is going to root faster?
Cocoa coir.
Cocoa coir? I think so too.
Is it okay if these leaves touch?
Yes, you can crowd them in.
Good.
Make a whole entire batch. Have fun with it.
Good, because they're already touching, and that's the only way I can get them to. That's the only way I can get them.
So It's just how it's going to be.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good with that.
See, guys, I'm kind of good at grammar, but sometimes my grammar's bad.
You're 9, honey. You are very smart and very fantastic.
I think
That's
I need
really
to cut
pretty.
this off.
Let's see.
So like a nose.
Actually, it has the nose point right there.
That's what.
Oh, that's what you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, cut it off. Put it in the naked node pile.
Where is it?
Right here. It's got some moisture in there. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done. I may not have to use any of the
I
little
wouldn't
cups.
be surprised if this video turned out to be like 30 minutes maybe.
Yeah, I know. We talk a lot.
Mostly I do.
Girl.
Mostly me.
Okay, I'll take it. I like that. For once, I'm not the one that talks too much.
I've always been the one who talks too much.
Well, I enjoy what you have to talk about, so we're okay with that.
Guys, I'll show you mine after I'm done with it.
Well, they're starting to get hot, so we're going to start working as fast as we can here.
I don't think I can fit anymore.
We'll start using your cups.
Oh, good.
Did you forget those were there?
Yes.
That's funny. I think I just put dirt on my nose, did I?
Yes.
I did?
Yes. See, like I said, like earlier in the video, you get messy.
You do get messy.
Okay.
But that's okay.
So that's part of it.
That's part of it.
Okay,
And
guys.
if it was easy, it wouldn't be
Okay.
fun. Oh my goodness,
Guys.
look at yours.
Look at this, guys. Look at
Oh,
how much.
it's gorgeous.
It
Good
looks like
job,
It
honey.
looks like a forest in there.
It
If I
does.
can myself.
I think it looks fabulous. What do you guys think? You guys think Leah's masterpiece looks wonderful there?
Comment.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Comment.
Comment. She's going to be my little marketing girl.
I don't even know what that means.
That's okay. That's why you're going to be so good at it. You don't even know you're doing it. Guys, we really do appreciate you coming and watching and hanging out with us today. I know it's a lot of banter, a lot of chit-chat, but Leah's one of my favorite people to do plants with.
And I know, like, our family is going to be mostly the ones who watch this video first. So,
We love you guys.
we love all you guys.
Oh, imagine when your mama sees this too.
Well, she kind of has to because she has plants.
She does. I'm stepmom, but I will tell you that her mama is wonderful too. So we have a very great family.
She told me that she loves texting with my mom.
I do. She's nice. She asks for help. She's extremely nice to help with when it comes to you guys, and we all work really well together. All right. We only have a couple more. Let's finish.
Oh.
You ran out of room? Here. Pop it in this one. Let's move and see what we can do. That way we can start getting this out there for everybody to see.
When she uploaded her first video last night, we were eating quesadilla and on her bed, and we were watching it.
Oh, my biggest fan is sitting next to me, guys.
I'll tell you right now.
And the other one upstairs.
Yeah. And most of our family.
All right, I think we are done. So,
oh, what are we going to do about the viney ones?
Oh, those are supposed to go in here.
Oh, okay.
So pull off the bottom leaves.
What?
Yeah, I'll show you. Oh, this one doesn't need to. We'll just do that, like that.
That one has babies.
That one, and we are going to pull these ones. So that way it'll root from right there.
Okay.
And we'll put that one in. All right. So now we have PPP propagations
and
lipstick plant propagations. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for coming out today. It's been a lot of fun. Really enjoy sitting outside.
And also thank you for hanging out with us and handling our chit-chatty things.
As always, guys, we are
one
plant sorta crazy. Thank you.
Bye.